Hello?
It's happening.
Okay. We
You're
live?
good. Yeah.
Cool. Are we visible?
You're both visible,
Oh,
yes.
nice.
Superior.
Sweet. Hi, everybody.
Hello,
I'm Tom.
I'm Nick.
Yep. And we're going to be, I guess, showing you some Return to PopoloCrois, and we're both kind of nervous because we've never live streamed before. So Nick's here for moral support, and
I've got the face fit for radio.
yeah. um, but yeah, I'm really happy to you know be involved with the Popolo project, and I'm the Popolo guy here in the office, so I guess I was the natural choice for this. Do forgive me if I'm a little awkward-ish here, though. Um, but yeah,
CC from Natsume says, "Hi, Weird Wad."
hi, how's it going? Yeah, I've been posting on those forums recently, so.
All your sock puppet accounts driving people to PopoloCrois.
But yeah, I am like definitely like super diehard Popolo fan, so it's been really cool to work on the project. I don't know if the Pietro plushie is in the frame or not,
He
but
is not, but
okay.
you can lift
Yeah,
him up.
Like
he's
the
my
Lion
little
King.
Raise
buddy.
him up. He's so cute, plushie.
And then I've got my Pietro sword going here. This was actually gifted to me probably like 10 years ago by my parents. My father works for Craft Made Custom Kitchens, and he sort of commissioned the woodworkers there to like make me this sword. It's just a solid thing of wood, and yeah, so I've been a Popolo fanboy for like forever now. So
In fact, PopoloCrois is your most famous and possibly only cosplay.
yeah, I have cosplayed other
There's
things
other-
too, but yeah,
Are you forgetting about Nocturne?
yeah, I did Nocturne.
Oh, that's right.
I did 2 Nocturne cosplays actually.
I think I only wanted to forget that.
And I did a Galaxy Express 39 cosplay and a Scissor Man from Clock Tower.
I haven't seen pictures of these.
They're floating around out there, but yeah, I'm not licking anybody.
Out on Usenet.
So I guess we should probably jump into the game. So I guess I don't know how much you guys know about it. It's actually really hard to like come up with something to stream for an RPG because it's an RPG and it's story based and it's kind of slow and you kind of have to get into it and you don't want to spoil anything, but you also don't want to really necessarily show the beginning because then you don't get all the features and stuff. So I guess, do you mind if I reach in here? Yeah. So yeah, this is it's a game that's sort of like a traditional JRPG with a few elements of like the Story of Seasons, the Bokujo Monogatari farming series in it as well. It's definitely more JRPG than it is Bokujo, but the Bokujo elements are pretty omnipresent. These are the main characters here: Pietro, Narsha, White Knight, and Gamigami. They're sort of the mainstays of Popolo. The scene we kind of picked to show you guys is in chapter 5 of the game, so it's pretty late into the game, but it's sort of a nice standalone scene. It's kind of funny and got good character development and stuff, and it's not going to be too spoilery. There will be some like minor spoilers in here, but it's standalone enough, and the spoilers that are present are so minor that I think it's a good choice to just show off a little bit of the game. All you really need to know going into it is Gamigami, the mad scientist looking guy, is in fact a mad scientist who tried to like rebuild this town as like a robot metropolis, like paradise kind of thing. But he was ousted by a little kid named Dew who hates his guts, and he sent his lackeys, the Black Baron and Trixie, into the town ahead of him to sort of scout it out and see what the state of things was. And yeah, I don't know if you want to take over, or if you just walk into the gate, there should be a story scene that'll start up. I don't know if you want audio or not either.
Someone wants to know if the PSP game is similar.
I'd say pretty similar in a lot of ways. It's hard for me to talk about the PSP game because it's a good game on its own, but it's sort of like a compilation of a couple of the old school PS1 games from the series, and they, like, so much of the content from them was omitted. So it's not, it's not a great game compared to the original PS1 titles that it was based off of. This game really feels like a game from the era of the original PS1 titles. Like, it feels like a late 90s JRPG, and it plays very similarly to what you'd expect if you've played the PSP game. So I think fans of the PSP game will really, really like this for sure.
Like, I hadn't played those games, and I was kind of surprised, pleasantly so, to find that there was tactical movement elements in battle in addition to the regular RPG stuff you all would all know.
Yeah, the tactical elements are, they're definitely add a little bit to it. And actually, if you go into the menu real quick, go to data and game config. We actually have a few little elements in the game that weren't present in the original Japanese release. For one thing, it's dual voice or triple voice or trual voice, as I like to call it. I'm trying to coin that term, but it's not going very well. But there are actually 2 Japanese voice tracks, as weird as that is, and an English dub track. We added a king difficulty on top of the seedling and prince difficulties, and we have an encounter rate slider, low, medium, and high. High is actually what the game defaulted to in Japan, and there was no way to change it. So we actually have medium, which is 50%, and low, which is 25%.
Yeah, and you played on low encounter, highest difficulty
Yeah.
for the optimal Tom experience.
Yeah, and that's actually that's what I would recommend for RPG fans. And here we have a nice random battle going.
How do I get around to the back of the town?
You're heading in the right direction. Go skill with White Knight. Cancel out. There are also double text skills in the game. Valhalla's a pretty good one. It's a lot of fun. It's very cool looking. Basically, as long as you have both of these party members in your party, you're able to use these super flashy skills for a large amount of MP, and only the person whose turn it is will actually have their MP taken away. So it's pretty useful.
What's the difference between the 2 Japanese voice tracks again?
Basically, only the voices of the main characters, Pietro and Narsha. The voices that people know. Oh yeah, nice.
Sorry, that bunny is
boxing bunny, yeah. Rocky the bunny. But no, the voices that people might know for Pietro and Narsha from the anime and the older games and stuff are Japanese voice type 1. They're sort of the classic 90s actors. And then Japanese voice type 2 is more modern actors. I forget who plays Narsha in voice type 2, but Maya Sakamoto actually plays Pietro in voice type 2.
So you get 2 Japanese voice
Yeah,
options.
except they're exactly the same except for Pietro and Narsha. So it's very weird. Yeah. But yeah, if you just keep circling the wall in this direction.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the little flag on the bottom there too.
Destination flags.
Yep.
Back in your day, we didn't have little destination flags.
That's right.
We had to get lost for hours.
That's
In
all those hours of gameplay you can put on the back of the box.
a labyrinth of terrible level design.
Now we've got some good Gami footage here. He's pretty special.
Oh, sorry to cut in. The Nintendo Network logo was a error on the box, so yeah, don't worry about it. Continue.
Oh, okay. I
People
didn't
were
even
asking-
notice that.
People were asking.
Yeah, no, the game will be available physically as well, physically and digitally in the US. We don't actually have a release date to give you guys just yet, but we will very soon. So just stay tuned for that, I guess.
Very soon. Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but our placeholder box had a Nintendo Network
Oh, really?
logo on it, but yeah, that's an error.
Okay.
Oops. It's all a dream.
Yeah. It does have whatchamacallit, Street Pass though,
Yeah, Pietro.
which is pretty cool.
Mess them up.
It's the Street Pass stuff is pretty minor. It's basically when people pass by you, they'll leave you treasure maps. And then you can look at the treasure map, find that spot in the game, and dig there for treasure. And
That's really cool.
yeah, it's kind of neat. It's not the most interactive thing, but I was kind of impressed. Definitely do that if you're running short on money, because it's you get a whole crap ton of money doing that.
it's
I was shocked when I was testing it out.
Is it like the Dragon Quest IX maps?
I don't know. I've never played Dragon Quest IX.
Would you like to comment on there being a colored manual?
Oh, there is definitely a full color manual for sure.
That's what we do.
Yep, that is our way. If you get the game digitally though, the digital manual is mostly identical to the full color physical manual as well. It's actually one of the nicer digital manuals we've done, I think, because we modeled it after the Japanese one.
Alright, we snuck into town like the rogues we are.
That's right.
This little girl in the pink dress is totally inconspicuous.
Is there any traditional family building in the game?
Oh, no, but because it is, a Story of Seasons based game, there are relationship building elements. Pietro and Narsha are a canon couple, though. I mean, they're already basically going out, even if they haven't really admitted it to one another.
Like they're making starry eyes at each other within the first 30 minutes of the game.
Yeah, no, it's they're the cutest couple in the world, and they're destined to like get married and have children and stuff in like later PopoloCrois stories and all that. But
even in your AU fan fiction.
yes, but no, there are 5 girls throughout the course of the game who you'll meet who are like blessed by Lady Galariel, who's like the local deity of the game, major part of the story. And if you happen to like come across them, you can try to help them out, hear out their problems, give them gifts, things like that. And if you build your relationship with them highly enough, you'll be able to like share in their blessings, and they'll like help you out on your farm and stuff. So that's the equivalent of like the relationship mechanic from the Story of Seasons series.
Pietro, you 7-timer.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm losing it because after Nick's the rogues we are comment, someone said Popa Rogues.
Popa Rogue is a game as well. It's a pretty good game too. It's the lesser known middle PS1 game that was not at all part of the PSP game except for like summons. It's Popolo knowledge for you.
I love sharing blessings.
Yeah. So yeah, this part of the game I thought would be a good one to show off because it's like your stereotypical JRPG like collectathon section, but the collectathon is just like every place you go to find these coins, you'll end up with just weird crap happening that develops the characters a little bit. You got Gami Gami like kind of going ham, so it's pretty fun stuff.
As you can see, you can just tap here, bring up a quest menu.
Yep.
We've got 0 out of 7 coins. You better get cracking.
Yep. You can also if you haven't played for a while, you can tap the hint icon on the bottom screen as well, and it'll like tell you what to do next in your quest.
This game is so cute.
Yeah, I was actually impressed that they gave so much voice to even scenes like this. It's really nice. It's a very full-featured RPG, which is not what I thought when we originally signed the title.
Yeah, that's probably the toughest thing to convey about this is that it's not like people seem to think it's going to be a Story of Seasons game with PopoloCrois like dressing on it, but it's actually more like it's a full-featured PopoloCrois JRPG with kind of a game-spanning Story of Seasons mini game on top of it, which I guess at the end of this quest, we'll show you a little bit of the Story of Seasons elements too.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff you can do. We'll show you some farming and all that.
Someone actually just mentioned how the farming comes into it. So.
Yeah. Well, the farming is a pretty major part of the plot. Like, that's probably the biggest Story of Seasons influence is thematic. Because the whole idea of the game is there are, like, these creatures invading PopoloCrois who are like corrupting the soil in PopoloCrois so that nothing can grow. And Pietro goes to this other land called Gallery Land, where they've had a similar problem in order to learn ways to combat these creatures. And while like he ends up getting trapped in Gallery Land, and nobody believes he's a prince, nobody knows who he is. So he has to basically try to like figure things out on his own, and also help out the people of Gallery Land.
Pietro just got a magic nut.
He did indeed.
Do we collect 100 bananas per level?
What?
Someone just asked that.
Yeah, I'm not sure I get the reference on that one.
Oh, I think it's Donkey Kong.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Collectathon.
Yeah, it's not that kind of collectathon. Oh, yes, and this This is not exaggerated dialogue. This is very accurate to the Japanese here. This game is incredibly well written. It's so like so weirdly self-aware.
Your mustache is contagious.
Yep, no, that is exactly what the Japanese said.
I sit right next to Tom, and I was constantly surprised every time I'd look over and see like some really weird ass line, and Tom's like, "No, it's the Japanese just really says
Yeah.
that," and I was like, "My gosh, what
Yeah.
are they in for?"
No, this is some good stuff.
The bestiary, the item names, it's real strange stuff. It's pretty great.
Yeah, no, I love the fact that like there's even like world development in the bestiary and item descriptions. Like if you actually dig into them, you'll find out like that, you know, cows saved the world once and now like you're the successor to the cows who saved the world. It's very weird, but it's very cool. And I love the like little details everywhere that way.
So I'm seeing stuff on the stream that's a little like lagged from the actual footage, but I just saw.
Oh, you want to go the other way.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. I'm going into.
You got to go to the exhibit hall for sure.
That's right.
This is the best part.
I still have a video of this on my desktop
Yeah.
that I pull up sometimes.
Yeah, I got
This event.
I took footage of this for ESRB and I showed it to Nick, and yeah, he still just watches it from time to time because it's so good.
Pietro touching all the chests.
Secret cow level.
Here we go. This scene, I think, I'll just let it speak for itself.
This is beautiful.
A puppet theater.
I am the great Gummy Gummy Devil, and I'm gonna turn you all into chunky robots. Or maybe I'll just force you all to have big gaudy mustaches like mine. Hold it right there, Gummy Gummy. I will not allow you to give the adorable children of this town gaudy mustaches. I, too, will stop you. Hiya! Lord Do Kick!
I just love that scene. It's so good. The voice actors too. I love that the voice actor for Gami Gami played like an animatronic version of himself that was not supposed to be complimentary to himself. And he pulled it off so well.
Everyone is calling Gami Gami Dr. Eggman.
Oh, there are definitely similarities for
A
sure.
role model to children everywhere.
Do you know how big the game is if you wind up downloading it?
It's just shy of 1 gig, I think. It's like 900 meg, something like that. So it's not too bad.
What is that in 3DS
I
blocks?
have no idea.
All the chat is aye.
Yeah, you probably saw if you've been checking the XSEED blog. Like I had the animated GIF of that for a while because it's just such a great. It's probably my favorite like moment.
You gotta be kidding me!
Eggman's twin brother.
Yeah, Gami Gami is a mainstay. His whole thing is he always wants to rule a kingdom, but he never can find a way to actually do that. So he just builds his own kingdoms out of recycled materials and then populates them with loyal robots who will like serve him and be his citizens.
Archangel of the drill.
Yes. Oh, Trixie. The Trixie is a very like monotone character, and voice acting, like during the voice recording, the direction that Taliesin, the director, ended up giving the actress for Trixie was play her as Wednesday Addams, and that's totally what she did, and it sounds so good.
And the reason this man did what he did was to express that fact.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
He's almost like Gami Gami's PR person.
Yeah,
God.
she's great. Yeah, I love Trixie and the Black Baron make like the best duo of like subservient like minions for Gami Gami. It's great.
Everyone is talking about the size of SD cards and how big Rune Factory 4 is and trying to figure out how to get Popolo downloaded.
Words etched into them.
Buy a cart for that sweet, sweet color manual.
That's right. You know you want to. Now we have definitely like tried to pack a lot into this. Like we're not able to like offer an LE or anything, but we tried to pack a lot into the game itself to make sure that it has like the dual voice. It's got the added difficulty level. We added the ability to actually skip battle animations during combat, which is very helpful as well.
You'll see that a lot
Yeah.
going through.
We changed temp save to a quick save feature. In the original Japanese version, when you like load your temp save, it'll delete it from the SD card, so that it's literally a temporary save.
Yeah.
We changed it so it no longer deletes it, so you can just use it as a quick save slot if you want.
That's good.
Yeah. And there's other little extras we have. Wait till you see our website for this game. Man, it's awesome.
Can we talk about it yet?
I don't know if we want to reveal that just yet, but there's going to be a surprise on the website for you guys.
There is a website.
There's a website coming, and it's awesome.
I like these robots in the shape of little rice balls. This is a showcase for great syntax error, name omitted.
You totally should have voiced the robot, one of the robots. We were trying to get Nick in there because he's got such a perfect Stephen Hawking voice.
Great. Okay, so
Is there any New Game Plus stuff?
There's not a New Game Plus, but there is like a post game where after you beat the game, you can continue playing, and it actually lets you continue farming. And there's like a whole bunch of new quests that are unlocked that are only available in the post game. So you can just sort of play to your heart's content and just keep on going if you want.
you want to switch over to Japanese voices?
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's see
That
the.
way you guys can hear a little bit of that. Oh yeah, another thing to show, check out the trace outline. Like toggle that on and off a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Notice the characters, like when it's on, they have like thick black lines around them. Whereas when it's off, they don't. We've been leaving it off because most of us prefer it off,
Yeah,
I think.
it really looks better.
But yeah,
in my opinion.
I kind of like that that's an option though, and you can change it at any time. And also you can change the difficulty and the encounter rate at any time during the game.
Move around a little just with the lines on. I just want to see it in motion.
The line must be drawn here, says Pietro.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's cool that you can toggle it on and off.
Yeah. No, I like the fact a lot of games when you lower the difficulty, you're never able to raise it again because they don't want you to cheat. I'll go with Japanese 1 because Orikasa Ai is the best voice actress in the world.
You have to.
Isn't she Ryoko and Tenchi Muyo?
What's that?
You have to start on the highest. You can't like move.
No, that's what a lot of other games do. In this one, you can actually change up and down as much as you want.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, which I like. It's a game. It's not meant to be like a challenging game. It's meant to be sort of just like a fun game to play.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
The website will be up whenever we announce our release date, which should be pretty soon.
Yeah.
So just like keep a lookout.
Yeah, and I've gotten more info to share at that point too. So we're gonna have a nice media blitz. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be good stuff.
This dialogue.
Also, if you happen to be in Europe, Europe is also getting Popolo. It's being released by Marvelous Games over there, our European branch, and I believe they're also going to be doing a release date announcement soon. So watch out for that as well.
I'm trying to think. Again, it's tough to live stream an RPG. It's like I don't know. It doesn't have that action pactedness
Yeah, but
to it.
sometimes it's good just to have a
Yeah.
little dialogue. A little
We're
peace.
just hanging with our peeps.
That's
Oh
right.
my God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you may have seen Nick on previous streams, or at least his hand as he handed notes in to other people with puns on
I was
them.
incredibly angry immediately.
He is,
No need
he
for
is
that today.
our resident punster in the office.
That's you.
I don't know. I think you're pretty up there too. I guess we've kind of it's been spreading like a disease
I know.
among us.
You're just a peeping Tom.
That I am.
Yeah. Yeah, boy.
You know, I want somebody to like sketch me holding this. That way, it can be sword art online.
Why? Oh my god. Oh, there's no pre-order bonus, unfortunately.
No.
Just
Sadly, no.
quality physical copy.
Yep. But yeah, it's definitely worth it just for the joys of having PopoloCrois on your shelf. At least that's how I would look at it.
Yes. You who imported the Japanese, Ellie.
Yes, I did.
Sonic Mega, Chris is not here. He abandoned us for the day. But
Yes, he did.
he did set up all of the hardware
Yeah.
in here, so props.
This was not an easy setup either. Like this.
Oh, is Sonic Mega talking to us?
Yes.
That's Sean.
Oh, whoa.
What up, Sean? What up, old buddy, old pal? Do you get animal companions? Also, what?
Just says shut up.
Oh, that's true.
Boo. They're not on my level.
Do you get animal companions?
Do you get animal companions? You actually, well, you get
Sean in particular.
on your
Asking.
farm. On your farm, you get cows, which are called sumu. You get chickens, which are kukoti. That's the plural. Kukot is the singular. We thought about this very, very highly. And pakapakas, which are alpaca. And it's basically like the kukoti will give you eggs, the sumu will give you milk, the pakapakas will give you fur, which you can sell or use in item synthesis, or the fur actually you can use to escape from dungeons. And it tells you in the item description, like the lore behind that is that you're like leaving a strand of it behind you. You're like following the string back out to the entrance.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cute.
I thought that was kind of cool. But you also have a blue wolf who joins your party for a good chunk of the story. And yeah, the blue wolf is awesome.
Can you pet them?
There is actually a running gag with one of the new characters, Nino. Nino keeps wanting to pet the blue wolf, but the blue wolf just like growls at him, and bares her teeth.
Get wrecked.
And so Nino is just like, aw, and gets really disappointed.
Where is it? Oh, our price is set at $39.99.
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, I actually probably should have looked into that before the
Let me-
stream to know for sure.
Let me look on my handy dandy smartphone.
Yes, which neither of us have.
Last holdouts.
Yeah,
Now Ken is also a holdout.
that's true. But yeah,
Ken might.
yeah, baby, flip phone all the way.
Might even be
The
more
last
ancient
relics
than
of
you.
Star Trek.
That's right.
Our price is set at $39.99. I was right.
Okay, cool. But if you're an Amazon Prime member and you pre-order, they're offering that 20% discount thing.
Oh yeah, that's true. With Prime. a
They just
Prime
instituted
membership.
that.
Do it.
And Best Buy also has it if you're a Game Club member there.
The Chris count.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean is very upset and he's just, can I pet them, crying face. So he's where all the animal questions were coming from.
Well, the blue wolf, Pietro certainly is able to. Like Pietro has this adorable scene where like he's lying in bed of this abandoned farmhouse that he's just occupying, and he's getting really cold at night, and he's like, "Hey, can I sleep with you?" to the blue wolf, and like he like rests his head on the blue wolf's back, and the blue wolf like puts her bushy tail over him like a cover. He's like, "Thanks, I'm not cold at all anymore." This is very cute.
I was there for one day of the recording when we recorded all of Blue Wolf's lines, and Blue Wolf's voice actress is the most convincing I've ever heard a human emulate a
Yeah.
dog.
I also, yes, we did in fact dub the blue wolf. So yes, there are Japanese barks and there are English barks. So and feel free to switch back and forth and enjoy those.
We really raised the wolf.
Yes, we did.
Oh my god.
In fact, Pietro's, farming is almost a religion to him now because he got barn again.
Wow. You're on a roll. See, he is the funster.
I don't know what the price in Canada is. You'd have to check. EB Games, Canada, Amazon. Amazon.ca or Video Games Plus. I know they're all doing pre-orders on it, so whatever their price is whatever the Canadian price is. I'm out of touch with the reality of Canada, so
12 ounces of maple syrup for this here game.
oh my god. Oh, this scene.
This scene is great.
Black Baron.
Black Baron's so popular.
Black Baron pushing up the ESRB rating.
Yeah.
Yeah. My boy right there. Do what you want.
For upcoming scenes, you might want to switch back to English because
Uh-huh.
there's some good stuff in the English voice acting.
That's true.
If any of y'all want to tell me how to not make the stream force source, feel free. I'm pretty new at the more technical aspects of the resolution, so yeah, sorry.
By the way, you may have noticed there's a little pop-up message that comes up. That's part of the farming elements of the game. Is that things grow in real time. So while you're off, like on your adventure and stuff, your animals will shed fur, lay eggs, your crops will grow, etc. And when that happens, you'll get a little pop-up message that tells you it happened, and you can actually you'll see on the bottom screen you can press the Y button to use fairy dust. Fairy dust is basically your fast travel in the game, so you can warp back to your farm and like tend to it, pick your crops, plant new ones, and all that stuff.
Oh, do you want to go meet Twin Tails?
Yeah, you can go on in, and we'll introduce. This is one of the 5 quote-unquote bachelorettes in the game.
Maidens.
Yes.
Who's there?
I'm Pietro. Here's my digits.
She is, as you might notice, the tsundere one. You can probably tell.
She has the twin tail.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah. She's probably my least favorite of the 5, but I really like how the actress handled the voice for her. I think she really caught the feel of her pretty well in the English.
Well, what?
And she does have some really good lines, actually.
The goggles, they do nothing.
Everyone is getting confused with Lord of the Rings lore when it comes to Lady Galadriel.
That's Lady Galadriel.
Yes.
Yeah, she's. I guess that's Gallery Land was named after her, Galariel.
Also,
So.
people are thanking us for bringing over lewd games in response to the Black Baron
No.
scene.
Yeah.
That's why there's mild suggestive dialogue on the
Yeah,
ESRB
I'm
rating. Is
Pretty sure.
pretty much that scene right
Yes.
there.
Mild suggestive dialogue is like the most nebulous ESRB
Yeah.
descriptor of all time.
That is literally all the suggestive
Yeah.
dialogue in the game, practically right there.
Yeah.
Although there is also I really want to watch you grow your vegetables. Also, that's another one. So, I always thought that was you could take that a different way, I guess.
How is the world structured? Like, is there one hub town with dungeons or multiple towns with a map?
Actually, press the start button, and you'll see a world map on the bottom. Basically, in the center is Pietro's farm. Actually, better than that,
I can't move the cursor.
exit out of it and hit the Y button instead for fairy dust. Yeah, if you move the cursor around, basically, it's structured like this. It is one large map with connected sections, connected areas. And there's one hub farm in the middle, Pietro's farm, and then there are 4 satellite farms as well. And each one is based on a certain. You'll notice part of the map is clouded over too. It's got the cloud of war kind of thing, where you have to actually get to those points
The
before
fog of
the
war.
fog of war. Yes. I guess the fogu of war.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yo, shout outs to Fogu.
Yeah.
But yeah, the 4 satellite farms are all specifically season based. Like the one in the northwest is winter themed. The one on the northeast is summer themed, southwest is spring, or no, southwest is fall, southeast is spring. And different vegetables grow in each farm, so you have to kind of keep track of, what gets planted where.
I like that you just busted in this dude's house. He straight up told you, "That's rude. Don't you have any common sense?" And then you stole his stuff and left.
I'm a prince. I can do what I want.
Here we go. This is some good stuff.
Please set coins in correct phrase order. Now,
I guess if we don't put them in the right order, the door won't open.
Yeah, we're pretty close to announcing an official release date.
Yes.
I cannot impress upon you enough. Just stay tuned.
Yeah.
I mean, not here. It's not today, but it's very soon.
one in coin and one due coin.
So what sentence can we make from those words?
And then this was very tricky to localize, actually.
Jeepers, Tom, I just don't think I can figure it out. What should I do?
I don't know. What
Like,
do you...
who made this puzzle?
Well, the puzzle was,
Japan.
yeah, in the original Japanese, it was 7 letters
Uh,
as opposed to 7 words, and it was spelling out the sentence "gami gami yoi," which is "gami gami is weak."
okay.
But you can't really make a full sentence out of 7 letters in English very
Yeah.
easily, so we went with a word for each one. So, what do you think? Which one is it?
Is the dialogue for choosing the wrong one funny?
Not really.
Ding 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 ding. You have chosen wisely.
Closet shout out to Indiana Jones
Yeah.
in The Last Crusade.
Oldest person present must speak the passphrase aloud. Now,
Do you have to farm in the game, or is it optional?
There's like a little tutorial section, a couple little tutorial sections where you have to do like one little tiny bit of farming in order to advance the story. After that, you can just ignore your farm forever.
In other words, it's Blitzball.
It basically is. It's a game-spanning thing. It's like Triple Triad or Blitzball or something like that. It's pretty addictive, actually. And I do like that in this game, again, this is a game to relax with. It's not meant to be like a stressful game. So if you like completely neglect to water your crops, they're not going to die. They'll just stop growing until you go back and water them later. Even if you forget to like feed your animals for like weeks, they'll still be alive. They're just going to be really pissed at you. So they'll like stop producing eggs and stuff like that. So
Did you get any voice lines in this game at all?
I actually didn't. I was considering it, but I wasn't sure who I would voice. I guess I could have done one of the villagers. But...
Pietro himself.
Yeah,
A fairy.
that is true. The fairies are pretty funny. Like one of them is like an old woman fairy, and then we've got like the really hip fairy who's like, "Hey, you hero man!" It's like, "Good looking out." And that's like, again, accurate to the Japanese. It's like an old woman. It's like the really hip, like slangy fairy. It's very weird.
How does the 3D look?
3D looks pretty good. I guess we don't have this set for 3D right now,
No.
so yeah. It would
Just...
Ah!
No, the 3D's actually pretty good in this game. I was kind of impressed. I can't play in 3D for long myself, but it was pretty neat when it actually happened, or when I tried it rather. Ah, yes. You can tell you're an RPGer, not following the path, but going off to get the treasure chests.
Why would I ever go the right direction?
That's right.
That's what noobs do. Don't trigger the cutscene.
Well, Sean says that's a very balanced representation.
Oh, nice.
Very upset.
Nice. You're learning.
No. Someone said looks great when you start messing with the 3D.
Real quality 3-dimension.
I think the oldest person
No, all of Pietro's waifus must be in 2D.
But yeah, even like the opening movie and stuff is 3D, and it's actually pretty nice looking. Like they went,
The animated cutscene?
yeah, all the cutscenes are in 3D.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah,
Because I always keep 3D off.
yeah, same here. I don't know many people who actually use the 3D on the 3DS, but it's nice that it's there as an option.
I tried using it when I was playing A Link Between Worlds, and like after like 2 nights of playing it in full 3D, I started seeing depth in the spreadsheets at work. So then I was like,
Yeah.
no, let's not do this.
You know how like when you play Guitar Hero for too long and then you look at something and it's like the entire world is moving away from you? Like that's how I feel about playing 3DS games in 3D. It's like I start looking at things and it's like they don't look quite right and I feel like my eyes are drying out. So yeah, I always do 2D.
Out with Gummy Gummy! Out with Gummy Gummy! In we do! Ah, this is stupid! Your Excellency! Be careful! That's not...
Huh? What? 2 Black Barons?
And this is, I believe this is Brittany's favorite character, Do. I love his voice as well. And he's basically just the most obnoxious character, but he's so deliciously obnoxious. He relishes in being obnoxious.
No need to get angry. The facts are the facts. You want to prove you have the right to say the opposite? Then just try getting through this castle and fighting me.
And yeah, this is where I took a few liberties with translation too, because obviously the original password was just Gami Gami is weak. So it's like, if you want to say you're not weak, then prove otherwise. But I had to, since I changed the password to out with Gami Gami, in with Do, I had to be like, no, you're the past and I'm the future. So yeah, that is probably the hardest localization part of the entire game, was just getting that to make sense in English.
Because all the weirdness was already preceded.
Yeah.
Someone was saying that Do looks like Seymour from Final Fantasy X. I don't get it.
You will see more of him if you go through this dungeon.
That's true. Yeah, we probably don't want to go to the end of the dungeon, though, because so far, like I said, the spoilers have been pretty minimal. But if you actually get to the boss battle with Do and everything, that's when you start to get, spoilers piled on top of you,
Yep.
mad.
After this, we'll go
Yeah,
farm.
Yeah, show you guys some of the farming and some of the other stuff, too. There's some pretty neat features as well. Like, people who have played other PopoloCrois games probably know the whole souvenir thing. PopoloCrois games always have the ability to buy souvenirs at shops, which serve absolutely no purpose. But in the previous games, they would go to Pietro's secret attic room where they're put on display on shelves, and you can look at them later. So it's just sort of a collecting thing for the sake of collecting. And they duplicated that in this game, except since Pietro only has access to his farm, they go to his farmhouse, a back room.
Oh yeah.
And you have to actually check out all the souvenirs in his farmhouse.
I saw some footage of that.
Yeah.
How much of the dialogue is voiced?
It's kind of that weird thing that you see with a lot of modern RPGs, where it's if you got 10 lines of voice, maybe you'll have 4 lines that are fully voiced, and then 2 lines that do the okay, or the one word little quip.
Hey
And
guys!
And then the remaining 4 lines will be unvoiced.
I see.
So, and that's true in the Japanese tracks and in the English track as well. We weren't able to add any voice acting, unfortunately. So.
Alright, you want to go?
Yeah.
Farm life. Get up. Go to Pietro's farm.
Yeah, Pietro's farm, you can actually do a whole bunch of stuff. That's where you can access the...
Rainbow magic.
Actually, yeah, one of the things, if you go to the mailbox too... Oh yeah, this is for Street Pass, the community fairy. If you go to the mailbox, that's sort of the equivalent. 3DS doesn't have achievements or trophies, but you do get titles from your fairy companion Connie, and they're sort of the equivalent of trophies in the game. Various reward tiers will give you new titles that also come with special items you win. And of course, I had a lot of fun with terrible puns for all of the titles.
Yes, I saw. I saw some.
Yeah, up here we've got quarrying. You're able to
Hammer time.
yeah, you're able to get minerals from rocks like that, which you can then synthesize into new weapons and things, or just sell for money at the shipping box. So it is, if you're a fan of Story of Seasons games, it's got the shipping box style thing going.
Hello.
This is one of the girls I've already maxed out my relationship with.
She's
So
got
she's
5
helping.
petals.
She is helping me on my farm already.
Let's give her a present.
Yeah. As with
Give her the bitter spinach.
Here's a like,
one of the girls does
Rock
actually
like
like
that.
bitter spinach and
Oh.
will be like super happy.
Respect.
The one item
ballistic carrots.
the one item that absolutely nobody likes and will like really like hurt your relationship with them. There's a rare crop you can grow called the puckered tulip. And the puckered tulip, like if you read the description of it, it's like, you know, the gaudiest flower ever made. Don't ever give this to a girl. And if you do, they're like, what are you thinking? Why would you give me this? Oh, I guess you picked well.
Yeah.
I sure did. Alright. Now it's time to get some hoes. Yeah.
Yeah, as you can see, I mentioned that the farming was optional, and you can kind of tell that it's optional by the fact that I have absolutely nothing planted on my farm right now. I've kind of just let it go. But yeah, I do actually have a bunch of seeds because this save data I originally prepared for our San Francisco press event in October, and I bought a whole bunch of seeds so that people could just like farm here to their heart's content if I didn't happen to be around.
Oh yeah. Just so everyone on the stream knows, I had to share like a what would you call it?
Like a semi-cubicle
Yeah,
area.
like kind of half of a room basically. At our San Francisco press event, I was showing off Trails of Cold Steel. Tom was showing off PopoloCrois, and basically the entire thing was just like I would look over, and there was Tom telling the world history
That's
of
right.
PopoloCrois, and I was like, oh god, I have to be here for 8 hours. But it was good. Everyone seemed to really enjoy it, so got a lot of 3DS fans sort of
Sweet.
beelining for you.
Yeah.
Actually, if you talk to the bug guy here too, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
you can also catch bugs in addition to ore, and bugs sometimes will have a use on quests, but you can also give them to this dude. He'll buy them off of you for various sums of money based on their rarity. Just you can see the bug names are kind of weird as well. but
Ultra Hairy Bee.
Yep.
That's
Sell
what I
them some
wanna
Ultra
get.
Hairy Bee. You get a stamp on your stamp card. You get rewards at various tiers. This is just a random dude who's like, as soon as your farm was like doing well, he literally just moved in. He's like, "You've got bugs here. They're cool. I want to be here." So
I wish I could just like decide where I live like that. Just move in somewhere. I like this.
and yeah, if you go in there, that's
Oh,
this
yeah.
is the synthesis station, which is where you can basically create items and stuff.
Yeah. Let's synth something up.
You'll also later in the game be able to synthesize with 3 items instead of 2 as well. And there's like something like 600 items in this game. So there's a whole bunch of stuff you can synthesize.
Someone says that they tweeted us asking about the real-time farming, and we told them to ask again on Facebook, and you gave them multiple paragraphs.
Oh yes,
Tom really likes Popolo.
yeah, as you might be able to tell, I mean, haha, yeah. I must have already done this one. There are certain combinations. You'll be warned. Yeah, I don't think I'd recommend trying to synthesize that. If you do it anyway, you'll get either junk or sootstone, and the latter is actually like a quest item at one point. Like you're actually asked to bring a guy's sootstone. So it's like, and you don't. I guess consider this like a little tip for
Ooh,
you.
here's one you haven't done yet.
Oh, I have not.
Let's
Galarian stone
do
and
it.
shock stone. Let's see what it makes. Rattling ring.
Is there a recipe list?
Yes, there is. There's a recipe list, there's a bug list, there's ore list, there's lists of everything. And if you go in the back here, this is my
Oh, yeah.
souvenir collection so far.
Here's your bananas.
The bananas doll, which that is not a typo. If you read the description of it when it's in your inventory, it says that it's actually like a deity named Bananas, who is the Lord of Bananas, who happens to look like a bunch of bananas.
Model fish. Blowfish Saloon.
And yes, the frozen turnip. And in the post game, there's like a fairy spring where you can actually throw money into it, and they'll turn one of your souvenirs into a solid gold version of itself. So you can have yourself a solid gold frozen turnip,
Solid gold.
or a solid gold,
Bananas doll.
or a solid gold carpet, which is also like seems like a bad idea.
Bananas guy is back to note that you can indeed collect bananas in this game.
That is true. You can.
Here, here are animals. They're chickens, toast, Rad Jim, wafer cake, Cheapers, cracker, and cows, Sumuchis, Swag Lady, Mumu Hime, and Mittens, and the alpaca Sasuke.
Sasuke-kun.
A lot of those names are in fact Kelly's doing.
I'm so sorry. Yo,
You're
okay,
not
mine were
sorry
like
at all.
Rad Jim and
Swag
Swag
Lady.
Lady and Hideki Kamiya.
Which I just have as Hideki. I wasn't gonna go the full Kamiya
Did
route.
Junk Slam Jericho get in
There is no Junk Slam Jericho.
I
No.
tried.
Was I sick on this day? I feel like I was out of the office.
You might have had your headphones
You
on.
just blocked it all out. Someone says we need to start localizing MSX games.
Oh man, I'd be down for
Tom
that.
turns inside
Yeah.
out.
Woo.
Tom bought an MSX. He was waffling between that and a PS4, and he bought the MSX.
That's correct. And I do not regret that decision one bit. I've got an awesome collection now.
Now you're buying floppy disks off of Amazon,
Yeah.
getting in questionable
I
trades
got-
on eBay.
On the same day, I got a pack of 3.5-inch floppy disks and a pack of blank cassette tapes. And like I just held them up and I'm like, it's 2015. But man, it's good stuff.
Swag Lady seems like she needs to be milked. Yeah, I'll bet you do. You're in good spirits now.
And yeah, there are treats that you can give the animals. This is where you can actually collect the fur and the eggs that have been dropped.
I'm full up.
Sean says cows are cute because they're so moo.
And if you go to the top there to that grassy looking area, that's where you can actually like add feed for the animals to keep them happy. I did. It's good stuff.
Actually really upset about it.
You'll notice too, one of the cows is a golden cow, a golden Sumu rather, and in fact one of the
Is that this one?
yeah,
Yes.
and one of the
Or as we like to call
Kukoti
it,
is also a
brown.
golden Kukot or a brown Kukot, yeah. And the reason why is like they're actually animals that you get as part of the story, as part of like completing quests and stuff.
Sasuke is in good spirits, contrary to the plot of the manga.
Also, you may have noticed earlier that although when Nick was using the hoe to like till the ground and everything, it was only going 1 square at a time. When he watered, it was going 4 squares at a time. You do have upgradable farm equipment
Oh, cool.
in the game as well. And the only one I've upgraded at this point in this save file is the watering can, and I've only upgraded it once. Eventually, you'll get one that'll do an entire field at a time, which is interesting to try to visualize in your head. Yeah.
Wow.
There's actually one other thing too.
Where
I
would you
can
like
show
us
you.
to go?
Yeah, if you like when you're done planting your turnips,
Turn up for what?
head out the southeast exit of this farm.
Someone wants to know if Blood of the XSEED is still available.
It is ForgottenKings.tripod.com
Oh
slash
Try-
bo. Yep, ForgottenKings.tripod.com/botc.html.
Tripod.
Tripod.
Oh my god.
There's a ferry on the north part here.
Oh, see this.
Yeah, if you talk to the fairy, you'll be able to go to some challenge dungeons. In the game, as part of the game, you will basically go dive into farms. You'll use fairy magic to shrink down to the size of an ant and like get pulled into a farm, where you will then basically fight the evil that rests within it and free up the farm so you can farm it again. This is what it looks like when you get shrunk down and sent into a farm. These are like challenge dungeons, though. They're not actually fields you're rescuing. They're just if you want to go through some dungeons and do some dungeon crawling.
Are there good treasures to be had?
Usually, and this is also where you can find a lot of treats to give to animals.
There's a half-eaten carrot.
Yep.
Someone wants to know if you can like cook your crops, or if you can make any healing items out of them, or if they're just for profit.
You can basically only ship them for profit. You can synthesize them though, and sometimes you'll be able to synthesize them into healing items. Also, they're often used for quests.
I ship it.
So, indeed.
Do we have a reversible cover? I know there is something on the inside, but I can't remember whether it's straight up reversible or you can just see through the hole.
It's basically designed so you can see through the holes. You can reverse it if you want, but it's just going to be like a collage of character faces and
The
things.
enemy hasn't noticed me, just like Senpai.
Hi, Shiho.
Yeah, Gummy Gummy's hyper missile kind of lost a lot of its appeal after a while.
After he became a good guy.
Yeah.
Sneaking up from behind, Pete.
Yeah, actually, if the battle system does do more damage if you hit enemies from behind or from the side than if you hit them from the front.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
Is there
didn't know that.
is there an increased crit rate?
Yes.
Okay.
Was that like Pietro Tachi or something?
Yes.
Shouldn't be. We're. Oh.
Oh,
okay.
like
I just meant original.
original, yeah.
I was like, I thought Iris seems to be missing you. And I
Iris
was
is
like,
Yeah.
missing.
That basically means you can give her another gift.
it's like, it's like you're paging you, Pietro.
Yeah, I kind of wonder how he knows
Wanting
that.
your love tonight.
I also wonder how he knows that his crops are ready, but I guess, a seasoned farmer.
Seasoned
Somehow.
farmer Pietro.
Yeah. Oh, hey, the boss.
What? Already?
Yeah, you just found it. You stumbled upon it.
Well, time for me to get wrecked.
Yeah, it's just going to be regular enemies. In the main story, you'll actually fight a boss at the end of these kinds of like farm dungeons. But when you're just doing the challenge dungeons like this, it's just going to be regular enemies. Yeah, Fire Break is probably like the most useful spell in the game. But I heard Pietro yell "Fire Break" and watched this animation so many times. That's why I was like, can we get the the animation skip feature?
Yeah.
Terrible.
Give him the
white
business.
knife.
Narsha's when it's her turn. Oh yeah, Gummy Gummy, you could do his Gummy Gummy Flash and watch him be all like badass with his gun. It's like, yeah.
I love
Put your guns on, Gummy Gummy.
And then Holy Arc is like the most powerful spell. It's super good.
Who is your favorite girl in the game? I'm guessing Narsha, but maybe
Well,
you'll surprise me.
Yeah, no, Narsha for sure.
That's CC.
Yeah. Yeah, no, if
That was the boss.
if you were asking based on like the 5 quote unquote bachelorettes, Emilia is actually probably my favorite. But I actually really like Layla, who's kind of like very moe, and I like Lily because she's insane. She's like obsessed with bugs and basically kind of thinks she is a bug.
I feel like
She's great.
I feel like I identify with Lily.
I put myself in mortal danger for the recipe for egg salad.
Yes, you did.
Someone wants to know how much combat is there?
I mean, what do you mean? Like,
Just like, I mean, I guess it goes by pretty fast, so it's not like
Yeah.
it's a slog.
and especially if you have the encounter rate turned to low, like you're not going to have too much to worry about. There's also, I think I have some in my inventory right now. There's an item called Monster Bane, which if you use it for like 2 or 2.5 minutes, you'll get into no random battles.
Huh.
It's really useful. If you do sort a few times, it'll show up at the top. Try it again and one more time. Yeah, I've got 50 of them. I made sure to buy them. That's actually why, like, when I was QAing this game, I just monster baned my way through the entire back half of the game, fought like no battles, and by the time I got to the final boss, like, I was dead before I even got a turn.
Curb stop.
I had to like change my difficulty level from king to seedling just to beat the final boss. So I recommend if anybody wants to like do that, you can make it all the way to the final boss on king difficulty using Monster Bane to like avoid every battle possible, but you're gonna just die to the final boss. Like it will wreck you. So quick save before the final boss and downgrade to seedling mode. That is my my recommendation on that one.
The animation skip feature, will you still see them doing something real quick, or is it just going to show them taking damage?
It'll just basically skip right to the damage taking
Okay.
phase. Yeah, no, the animation skip is like instantaneous. It's really nice. I didn't actually know when I was first playing that you could pick the fruit off the trees. So I like totally missed them for the whole game.
Just
It's
like
like-
you can see the place in the backdrop,
Yeah,
the valley,
that's good stuff.
and the wee forest.
I think I have stuff to pick here too. Yeah. Oh, and as you can see, the fairy of the farm, I believe that's the old lady fairy.
Yes.
Yeah, she's offering you
Wow,
offering a quest.
how nice to see. Are there any XSEEDs in this game? No.
Well, there are many of them sprouted right now in this very farm.
Yeah, why not? Seeing the vegetables of your labor, really, Tom.
It made sense.
Well.
But yeah, I think.
What? No!
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think most of this produce can be picked too. Good old Connie. Connie's great. I love Connie's Japanese voice, and her English voice is also really, really cute. But her Japanese voice is like the cutest thing in the world. I don't know. Connie's just great in either language. She's such an adorable character.
We
I don't think I
actually
can actually pick them, can I?
I guess maybe yeah.
They're
You got a message saying there was produce to harvest, but I guess it was just the fruit on the trees.
Oh, okay.
This probably just isn't ready yet.
we
Yeah.
did for our Christmas card this year that we sent out. We all chose Popolo characters to be on our Popolo themed Christmas card, and so Tom was Pietro. Were you were White Knight,
I'm
right?
White Knight.
Yep.
I wound up stealing. Chris was originally the Blue Wolf, and I wanted to be Pumpkin Man, but our company president wound up wanting to be Pumpkin Man, so I
Okay.
relinquished it. But I didn't want to be Narsha. I was like, I want to be the Blue Wolf, and so Chris wound up as Narsha,
Yeah.
and I was the Blue Wolf. But
Take it, Chris.
I think one of my favorite things is as we were all emailing and claiming characters, just our accountant, who I don't think has like ever played this game and has like never looked at Popolo, just immediately emailed back, "I'm the fairy," and stole Connie.
Actually, she's not even Connie.
What's
She's
that
like
not?
one of the like side fairies.
I'm the fairy.
Although they all use the same art. They're basically palette swaps. The
Yeah.
fairies. Yeah, I have no animals in this barn. I could put animals in here, but I was just like, eh. Like I said, the farming's pretty optional. The only reason there's so much produce planted here is because this is basically the last thing I did in the game before the save game that we loaded was like rescue this farm and everything. So I had like a bunch of seeds, and I was just like, I'm gonna plant them all.
Most of the maidens don't actually live on the farms that correspond to them, right?
No, the maidens live in the various towns. Layla, the very moe Layla lives in the snowy town.
Oh
and
yeah.
her whole thing is like, I'm always surrounded by snow, and I never can get out of here. I don't want to leave my father all alone, but I have no friends. Like, oh, won't you please help me by being my friend? And she's cute.
Doki doki.
Someone says, I like the Blue Wolf. You can only use the wolf temporarily.
The Blue Wolf, I mean, I don't want to give out too many spoilers, but party members do come and go as part of the story. I think that's all I'll say on that.
Yeah.
I'll leave the rest for you guys
So
to
it's
know.
like RPGs.
Yeah, it is very old school RPG. At the end of the game, you have your max party size is 4, but at the end of the game you have 6 characters that you can sort of select between. 2 that have to be in your party, and then the remaining 2 you can swap back and forth between other characters. I won't tell you which 6 characters though, so you have to
Which
figure that
is
out.
her house?
Her house is across the bridge,
Oh.
so you got to go through the town a little bit.
What is that?
Oh wait, no, you're already across the bridge.
Sorry, I was looking at the stream. What was the tiny thing you talked to like a little bit ago? There was like a tiny little thing in a coat. I'm sorry.
Oh no, the little girls with their huge
Oh!
puffy
Oh, it's like
coats.
that's human?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The little girls with their
Where
huge
is
puffy
she?
coats. Probably wandering around outside.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember we had like art, and they look like a little ball.
Yeah. That's Layla's house, by the way.
Okay. Okay, let's go in and meet her
Yep.
again.
Basically, you can only have one of the girls working on your farm at a time,
Oh.
so that you don't have like a sweatshop situation going. So, like, whenever you want to change which of the blessings you're getting on your farm, you just go to that girl's village and talk to her again, and she'll sub for whoever you currently have working on your farm.
Okay.
So now that you've talked to Layla, next time you go to Pietro's farm, it'll be Layla who's there instead of Claudia.
Are chickens like cool with snow? I just saw that chicken is rolling around up there like nothing is wrong.
Yeah, it does seem a little odd now that you mention it.
Well,
I
chick.
love
Beep, beep.
I love this quest giver actually. If it's the quest I'm thinking it is. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
This
Oh,
woman
no.
is obsessed with Pumpkin Man.
Me too.
Yeah.
'Tis as if love's orange arrow hath pierced mine heart. If I could at least eat something with pumpkin in it, I feel I could recapture some of the magic of our first meeting. Whoa, slow down there, village woman. But you want to eat his pumpkin soup? Why not? That doesn't sound strange at all.
Crab snake. This is like me when pumpkin spice rolls around at Starbucks.
Also at the entrance of this town, like all the way back
Oh,
at the beginning.
Welcome to
Yeah.
Matthew Village, the guy.
The Welcome to Matthew Village guy is like the longest con in the game.
Oh, here's little snowball
Look,
kids.
that is not human. Oh my god, what? Oh! You look real strong. What dialect is that? From its home village.
Minnesota.
But yeah, no, go further. He's standing at the entrance here. This guy is the longest con in the game right here, because that's all he says throughout most of the game. But then, like, toward the end, he's like, "Hello and welcome to Matthew Village. Please don't forget that I've always welcomed you to Matthew Village. I've always been here for you," or whatever. It's great. I love it.
That's terrifying. I'll always be here.
Yeah.
Even when you're asleep.
Run around.
I refuse to acknowledge that the coat things are people.
Yeah, one of them is actually a fairly major character too, Sasha. She's just this little farmer girl. It's super cute.
Like, those things don't even have legs.
They just kind of
It's just
scuttle
a little,
along.
Yeah, it's just a little, like, scuttlebutt. Just like...
These enemies should go down really quick, because this is
yeah.
an earlier section of the game. Except that there's obstacles in the way.
I have to get over the barrier.
That you do. Yeah, I should have thought ahead and prepared like a separate save file. Actually, you know what? I think I did think ahead and prepare an extra save file where you have Nino and Rue in your party instead.
You didn't think that you thought ahead.
Yeah,
But
but
you
I
thought.
did think ahead.
I want pumpkin ziti for lunch.
Well,
Sorry. The pumpkin food thing has people just on a roll.
Pumpkin
Cece-
Man is
Pumpkin Man is fantastic.
a hero to all.
Cece made pumpkin ziti for lunch, and I'm just feeling
Oh,
like,
that sounds good.
I'm feeling real left
Yeah.
out right
Yeah.
now.
But no, actually, yeah. If you exit back to the title screen from data, you can load up one of the save games, and I've got Nino and Rue in the party. Show off a couple
Oh,
of the
that's
other
right.
characters.
Return to PopoloCrois, a Story of Seasons
Yeah, that'd be the one on the
Fairytale.
bottom, not that one.
That's what I did, right?
I think you picked the one on the top.
We'll find out.
What are the pig orcs called?
Yes.
Yep, you did.
I was wrong.
Anything
Forgive me.
interesting?
What's that?
What are the pig orcs called that we just saw?
Pig or I don't remember, honestly.
I do know the name of one enemy.
Yes, that's true. You helped name the one enemy.
I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna let that be a surprise.
PopoloCrois, a Story of Seasons Fairytale.
Yeah, there you go.
Of course, yeah, new party members. Woo.
You've been talking so long, Tom. Are you feeling a little hoarse?
Well done.
Stream's over. Good night.
Nick is also well known for his prop puns.
I'm leaving.
So,
No, one time he literally picked this like rusted, discarded like bar off the side of the road and threw it down in front of him, hopped over and said, "I'm bar hopping." And
You've
I
told
just,
that
like,
story before.
started running away. I don't care. I'll tell it more. That was the worst. I've never felt more hopelessness in my soul.
trying to think of where to go that we haven't seen yet.
We haven't seen here.
That's true. This is close to where you were at Matthew Village, though.
Oh, that's only where to go.
Open up the warp and go to Dark Tower on the all the way on the left. Up one. I think. Oh, maybe I don't have it unlocked yet. Okay.
My other left.
Just go to Hillfort, I guess, and then you can kind of go out into the gallery of the Cordan countryside. Yeah, just egg.
Look at that nice palette.
Yep. Yeah, this is the autumn area.
Got some olive greens in the grass.
Yeah.
You know.
And
No.
and bullet shells.
Yeah, no. This is the cannon named. I think it was Jenny. Jenny is his big cannon.
Oh no, Pietro, we've come to America.
But no, if you exit here, you'll be able to get into some battles.
Okay.
Someone says Nick is the carrot top of the XSEED localization step.
Don't know whether I should accept that.
Ain't nothing wrong with Carrot Top.
The fact that you don't think there is means that you should be him.
Yeah, Nino and Rue are they're a brother duo. Rue is like he's like the most moe male character in the game. Where he's got like a weak constitution. He's like always passing out.
What was this?
And he's all about farming. Oh, that's a healing thing. That's usually placed there when there's a boss battle afoot, but that boss battle is long since finished. You can jump in the farm if you want. What kind of farm will this one be? It's a ground style.
Giant shrooms.
Indeed. So I'm trying to think of what
Looks
am
like
I...
we're really out of the sticks. And the enemies won't leave us alone.
That's correct. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else there is that I haven't talked about yet.
Alright, here's a battle. Let's do some secret techniques. The anything goes martial arts. Veggie hammer. That sounds good.
Yep. And yeah, Nino is like one of the strongest characters in the game.
Heat knuckle sounds rad. Damn, he's got to move these.
Barrage is pretty cool,
Okay.
actually. It's a nice like single attack. Wow, that doesn't do much at this point in the game, I guess.
Bad scaling on the.
Yeah, it used to be his strongest attack, but I guess I've let it go. I haven't like been leveling it much.
Do the stars represent the increase of strength?
That's the level of the spell, yeah. Which it'll go up in strength and range when the stars go higher.
This is huge.
That's a really powerful spell, actually. It's cool looking too.
Let's do it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the damage wasn't so huge, but the AoE on that was just massive.
Now that's a good one when you just want to like clear out an area. But no, I don't know if anybody has any other questions or anything. Like I hesitate to show too much else for fear of spoilers and stuff. I don't know what if there's anything people want to see or anything like that.
I'm trying to read the
Yeah.
chat. Is
They
flying.
want to see you,
Yeah,
and
that's
you're
true.
here.
Let's see, Pietro
Little Pietro.
and his peeps.
Yeah, he's rolling with his peeps.
Now he is. But yeah, it's like the PopoloCrois franchise I've always really liked, because it's just these really cute stories about children who are placed in like these sort of fantasy fairy tale situations where they're in way over their heads, and they kind of like basically they usually fail at first, but then they just keep at it until they finally succeed in the end. And it's always like sort of this personal growth experience thing going. It's very, typical of fairy tales, I guess, but it's just a very sweet, very wholesome kind of experience. And it's the sort of like nostalgic fun that you don't really get too often with a lot of other RPGs.
It's very storybook-like, and that's
Yeah.
what I appreciate about it.
Yeah, I'd never played Popolo before, and my first time playing this game was when I was actually on a business trip to Japan and visiting our parent company, and they were like, oh, hey, like, you have a couple hours free, like, how about you spend some time playing this? And I was like, oh my god, this game is so cute. And there was like...
Actually, we can show that scene.
Oh, yeah.
If you go back to the main menu again, sorry, I keep interrupting you with this.
My groove is being cut.
But yeah, if you go to view the gallery, as you view movie scenes in the game, they're added to the gallery, which you can then like view them anytime you want. Usually, when you're playing the game, Narsha's Present is the one we were going to want to show.
It says JPN1.
Yeah, that's the thing, is usually when you're playing the game, as soon as you see it, it will unlock both Japanese versions and the English version. But this was from an early QA build, so it only unlocked the Japanese one version.
Okay.
But if you watch it in Japanese, it's still cute.
Still adorable.
Yeah, it's just such an adorable scene.
Yeah, I saw the scene, I was instantly sold.
私のピエトロ王子へのプレゼントはそ
The quality of the character designs really comes through in the animation, too. It's quite nice.
目をつぶってほしいのおまじないを
Oh, they're so cute.
分かったよ絶対に開けないで
Her little Miss Muffet hat.
Yeah, this game's super cute, and I just liked how like old school it was.
Yeah.
The battle system is nice and simple, but it has strategy, and
Should watch that movie.
I like Popolo.
That was an early game spoiler, but
Well,
Not
we
too
can't do
bad.
that.
these are the introductory ones for the characters, though. They're short. Probably watch those. Emilia's awesome.
Here's Tom's favorite waifu.
Ain't from around these parts, eh? What's your name,
Yeah, they're super short, though. That's the only
That
problem.
was short.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Hers is the shortest. The longest is Lily's, I think. And Lily is also, she's the crazy one. Yeah, meeting Lily English.
Are the field dungeons generated by RNG or are they set?
They're set.
This is the crazy bug girl.
And, you know what I like mostest of all? I like bugs that fly around, and bugs with hard shells, and, what is my favorite? I just can't decide. What did you say your name was?
Yeah, I love her. She's great.
That was a bunch of
And
Ol Oni. Yeah.
Can you turn on subtitles for the English cutscenes?
actually, no.
Oh,
No, it's the subtitles are only for when you're viewing them in Japanese.
okay.
I guess that is a bit of an oversight on our part. Sorry about that.
Alas.
Yeah.
And yes, we are really close to announcing the official release date, so
Once
do not worry.
again.
Yeah. No, we'll be announcing that very soon
It
for
is not
sure.
completely
Story of
unknown.
Seasons Fairytale.
What should we do
I don't
now?
know how many people here remember how we teased Popolo.
Oh,
I should repost that on our Twitter.
Totally should. You can begin a new game.
Oh,
Show
yeah.
people the start here.
Yeah, it was pretty much like it was Tom sitting there with fake sunglasses on, and then the sunglasses slowly levitate off his face, and he just has gem eyes, like the Popolo characters.
Yeah. No, that was a good idea on your part. I thought it was awesome.
Gem
we
eyes.
had that idea for like a year.
Yeah.
The first chapter name, by the way, was Nick's idea, Season of Shadows, for the English
Yeah,
version.
we thought about
We thought
having
about
it-
calling the game that, PopoloCrois Season of Shadows, but we wanted to keep the Story of Seasons in there as is, rather than just the
Yeah.
acronym.
Yeah, because it's what's it? Is it just called PopoloCrois X Bokujo Monogatari?
It's
in
just
Japanese?
PopoloCrois Bokujo Monogatari. And there's
Okay.
not even the X.
Yeah.
They just like
Just
stuck the
all
two
one
titles
thing.
together. And PopoloCrois Story of Seasons seemed kind of clunky.
Yeah. It doesn't quite
Yeah.
like say what the game is. Doesn't
Yeah.
give a good idea of it.
We wound up going with Return to PopoloCrois because like that is actually your goal in the game is to return to PopoloCrois
and also
and-
it's a return to the series after
Yeah,
a long time.
after
without
a
publishing.
long absence. So it seemed like a good title that way, and A Story of Seasons Fairytale we thought would be a good way to like sort of tie it in that way.
I like these little artworks here.
Yeah, nice little sketch style.
Poor Gami Gami.
Working together, the three
Evil
of them
geniuses
managed
don't
to
get enough
defeat
respect.
Kamigami, and were even able to turn him from foe to friend in the end.
There's the iconic image.
Yeah.
And thus peace was restored.
Got
to
a-
PopoloCrois.
A nice
One story,
tote
two
bag with that image on it from Tokyo Game Show.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's awesome. I got it hanging
Now,
prominently in my bedroom.
the day of Pietro's 13th birthday, and everyone's gathering to give him their
Pietro
blessings
saved the
and best
world
wishes.
like before his 13th birthday, and I was still like trying to ride a bike.
He saved the
without
world
falling.
like so many times at this point, it's ridiculous. Pietro is basically like the adult Kristen of like the PopoloCrois series where he just constantly is saving the world, but he got his start much younger and like seems to save the world even more frequently. It's kind of amazing.
Chancellor Moore.
Yeah, Chancellor his voice is great.
Yeah.
Everyone pronounces PopoloCrois the same way as I do. It's PopoloCrois, I think.
Yeah, it's supposed to be phonetic PopoloCrois, even though it's based on what popolo from Italian, which is people, and what cose or cois or something from French. I can't pronounce French at all, but it means is it crossing? No, it's
No, you thought it was.
I thought it was crossing and I was wrong, and it turned out it was something else because I thought it was croix in French, like Crois,
Yeah.
but it's actually based on claw, like Croise. So whatever that is in French, I don't know French. I'm sorry.
Someone
Well-
wants to know if Pietro also dumps girls like Adol does.
No, because he's got Narsha. He does have like every girl in the world fall for him though. Like previous titles have had lots of like love triangles, but he's just this. He's oblivious to it, which is great. Like he acts as you would expect someone his age to act.
Adolf
We're
is
like,
married to adventure.
All these girls are all over him, and he has no idea that they're interested in him. He's just like, oh, you're a good friend.
Pietro in the friend zone.
Yup.
His final attack.
Also, I love Gomer's English voice. His Japanese voice is great, but for the English voice, I love the sort of like Joyzy thing he's got going. It's so great. There's a scene coming up where you get one of his like brief things where he just goes, "How you doing?"
Oh,
This is great. Yeah, this game is just super cute. I really hope people end up liking it. I think they will though, because I think you guys will enjoy this a lot. It's just a really fun, cute game, and I'm really glad to have had a chance to work on it. It's been cool.
What's wrong, Prince? Why are you all sulking at this here tree?
This here tree.
Oh, Gomer. I didn't see you there. Is something the
Yeah, Popolo fans will recall that usually the main gate guards for PopoloCrois are the inept duo of Gon and Dawn. And like Dawn especially is the one who's always like he's like, I'm gonna charge him, I'm gonna get him, but then he runs at the first sign of trouble. But I guess in the official lore, Gon and Dawn are like off, sort of on vacation right now, and Gomer's sort of taking over for them. So that's a little bit of Popolo lore.
You gotta take
for
all
you.
the paid vacation you can get as a castle guard.
Yeah, exactly. But I do like that, that there are certain PopoloCrois traditions that this game very much fulfills. And I appreciate that they have Pietro pairing up with the gate guard at the very beginning, because he always pairs up with the gate guard at first.
He's totally stronger than him too.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's because he's got the dragon sword.
It's gotta feel pretty sad to get walloped by like a 13-year-old. You have to empower the kids, man.
Well, Pietro he's half human, half dragon. That's another bit of the lore that's not really touched on much here, but he
Oh yeah, his mom's a dragon.
he has like dragon power within him. And then like,
You mean you'll let me
well, yeah, I can't go into too much more of the family history without spoilers for other games, but,
For the PlayStation 1
Yeah.
games.
or PS2 games or the anime, which that's how I got my start in translation, by the way. First thing I ever like translated is I fan subbed both PopoloCrois anime series. They're still floating around out there somewhere.
Did you release it in real media format?
No, this was past the point of real media at
Thank
least.
goodness.
But no, I learned a lot from fan subbing this show. Like it is there's a 25 episode anime series in 1998 and a 26 episode anime series in 2003. I fan subbed both of them, and I was very literal to the Japanese at that point, and I left in all the name endings, all the sans, chans, and senseis. I didn't call White Knight White Knight. I called him Shirokishi
Oh
in
my
the
God.
subtitles. Like I went full on.
Was
like,
there a TL note? Shirokishi means
Yes.
White Knight.
No, I had the TL.
No!
I had TL notes everywhere. I was so like lame at that
You
point.
were a keikaku.
Yeah, no, it was pretty bad. I had so much that I just left in Japanese, and I've learned so much since then and honed my skills a lot. But it did get me started in translation, and it got me interested in translating. And then I started doing like fan translation for Falcom games, which sort of directly tied into why I got hired at XSEED. So.
Who owns the rights to PopoloCrois? Did it change owners at some point, or am I crazy?
That is a fantastic question.
Yeah, that's a question I'm not really sure we can get into.
Yeah, I don't know how deep we can delve into
Yeah.
that one.
You just take a look at some legal lines for the game at some point. You'll find some fun stuff in there.
Yeah,
That's all I can say.
look at the end slate of our trailers.
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome. Have a look around.
Someone watched your fan subs.
Oh yay.
Yeah. Shirokishi.
Yeah, I know.
Shame.
I know.
Shame.
And it's like that doesn't even have like a subtext or anything. It just means White Knight.
Yes.
It's like what was I thinking?
Translators note: Popolo means people.
Pretty much, yeah.
Translators note: Itadakimasu means rub-a-dub-dub.
Thanks for the grub.
I did have a translator's note about Itadakimasu though, because I left that in as well.
Oh no.
No, I went full on like, yeah, full on otaku. It was pretty bad.
Before there was the word weeb, you
Yeah,
were living the life.
I was.
Does this game sort of wrap up well, or does it give you hope that there will be more entries?
Every PopoloCrois adventure, be it the manga or the games or the anime or any of those, they're all pretty standalone stories. Again, it's very Ys-like in that sense, where like Adol's adventures are all standalone adventures that wrap up really well, but then he always goes on another adventure later.
But hope for new entries springs eternal within Tom's
Oh, yeah.
breast.
And I think there was actually in the strategy guide for this game in Japan, there were like hints that there would be a new game. In fact, I guess the hints were that there would be a new game in the vein of Poporogue, which was like the more dungeon crawlery PopoloCrois game. So I don't know. I haven't actually like delved into the hints or tried to like dig into them too much myself. I don't know how accurate that is, but I'm hoping it's true because that'd be really cool. PopoloCrois was a really interesting game with a lot of flaws, but I still really liked it. And I'd love to see them try it again and, you know, kind of iterate upon that.
I forgot dog guy.
Yep, Sabo.
I love
He's cool,
him.
man.
He dates back to the original manga, as does Black Baron actually. But Black Baron's never showed up in anything else, none of the anime, none of the games until this one, since the original manga.
PopoloCrois is actually a newspaper comic from the 1970s.
Yeah.
Correct.
Wow.
That is correct. It started out in 1978, like late 78 and early 79, in like weird Japanese periodicals, and then it got like a more of a thorough print run in 1981, and it didn't really become anything other than manga until 93, when Tamori Sensei, the creator, made like a 3-minute like pilot film for it that I guess was shown in like some movie theaters or something.
Huh.
I don't know. It's kind of like one of those like pre-movie cartoons that you'd see in like a Pixar movie almost. So it was pretty cool. It was actually kind of neat. I subtitled that too a long time ago.
Where is it? Oh, I don't know if I should ask this on stream, but I'm going to because it probably has a funny answer.
Uh-oh.
I have
Shoot.
seen Rub-a-Dub-Dub, thanks for the grub, attributed to us constantly. Like, where did that come from?
Rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub. My first instinct is Simpsons. I think that was Simpsons.
But why is it always connected with us?
I have no idea.
Huh.
I don't think we've ever put that in one of our games, have we?
It's one of like the slangiest localization
Yeah.
interpretations of itadakimasu.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's sort of like, you know, if
I
four
saw it
kids...
pop up in like old fan subs once in
Yeah.
a while, like back in the day when fan subs were on VHS.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the 4Kids translation of
Yeah.
Itadakimasu.
Okay. Because there's one in particular. There's a I don't know if you remember or if you've ever seen. You probably definitely have the comic of Phoenix Wright.
Yes.
It's like, I love my life here in Los Angeles, but he's like obviously he's like
Yeah,
looking
translated
out,
by different game
he's looking out on
localizers.
like a Japanese castle.
Yeah.
That
But
could be LA.
but there was someone who translated all that, but like said like at all the different companies.
Like Atlas, XSEED.
So at like
Axis.
Nintendo, they highlighted all the important words in red because like lots of Nintendo games like tend to highlight important words.
You
in
better
the
go to
colors.
the ancient
And
cave.
so ours definitely had Phoenix at the end pulling the sushi up to his mouth, and he's like, "Rub a dub dub, thanks to the grub." And I was like, "Did we put that somewhere?" Like, oh god.
Our calling card is Mr. Tittles.
Yeah, that is our calling card.
Yeah.
Somebody finally seemed to notice that recently too, right?
At last.
Yeah.
I think my
Mr. Tittles in
favorite.
this game.
I think Mr. Tittles is in this game, but it wound up not actually being something players can see. I think
Oh.
one of the cats that doesn't have a name tag, like the
Oh,
name tag is officially loaded into memory as Mr. Tittles,
that's
Okay.
cool.
but no name tag is actually
Oh.
displayed, so I don't think you can see Mr. Tittles in this game. But it's in the code.
And one of my favorite versions of that comic, which I think was Bandai Namco, has all of the characters' heads replaced with Gundams. So
Gundam's cool, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
We really gotta hurry now. To the witch's house.
Turn A Gundam, you should watch it, guys.
I remember that back in the day. Turn A
Turn
Gundam.
A Gundam's really good. I love that soundtrack by Yoko Kanno.
Yeah, that is really good music.
Oh yeah, I'm going to the forest now.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, we gotta give your girlfriend her flowers.
oh, we just had a bunch of new people come in.
Sweet.
It is related to Story of Seasons. The Japanese name is PopoloCrois Bokujo Monogatari, which Bokujo Monogatari is Story of Seasons in Japan, and there are farming elements in the game.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
it's basically a JRPG with like a game-wide farming element, mini game kind of thing. If you've played Final Fantasy VIII, it's like Triple Triad. If you've played Final Fantasy X, it's kind of like Blitzball, where it's always there, it's always accessible. You get a lot of benefits for, you know, participating in it, but it is optional.
Yeah. Pervasive yet optional.
Someone says you should teach Popolo 101 at the local community college.
I would if I could.
He could. I feel like I've taken it as like a non-credit course.
Yeah, no, I just I don't know why I gravitated so much to the Popolo series, but I just really like the characters of Pietro and Narsha, and Orikasa Ai is the classic Japanese voice actress who plays Pietro. She is the voice actress for Pietro in the JPN1 voice set as well, and yeah, she's become basically my favorite Japanese voice actress, largely due to her portrayal of Pietro, because I think she just plays the role so perfectly. As like that, she has that right amount of like naivety, but also like a lot of spunk and a lot of like, you know, heroism as well, and a lot of like concern in her voice and all that.
Tom, your weapon. Where am I going?
You're not going there.
Well, it's a hedgehog.
It is.
Sanic.
That was easy.
It was.
Yeah, because Pietro's a beast.
Yeah.
Because he didn't go fast.
He's got his Dragon Lord's blade right now, which is, of course, this one right here. The hot California sun has caused the leather scabbard to like melt onto the sword, though.
Oh,
It's
no.
like, California, why you gotta be so hot?
all
You're gonna go down the hill and basically northeast part of the map.
all you East Coasters, man.
But yeah, no, I'm originally, I guess, I don't know if you guys know, I'm originally from Pennsylvania, so I'm an East Coaster, displaced East Coaster. I guess we got a couple of them here because Kelly's also a displaced East Coaster.
Displeasure.
I feel like I'm one of the two people in the office who was born in California.
There aren't too many people in the
That's me
office who
and I.
were born in
Everyone's
California.
either Japan, East Coast,
Coast, that's pretty much it.
Seattle,
Seattle,
uh,
Florida.
Florida,
Dang it, Florida.
New Jersey,
Who's
That-
New Jersey?
Danielle.
Oh yeah.
Jersey.
Jersey.
I
Yeah,
remember
it's
Brittany was
Nick
all
and
like,
Ryan.
Jersey?
Nick and Ryan are the two Californians.
That's true.
Legitimate. But I'm from NorCal, though.
I'm Alyssa.
That's
Oh, yeah.
true. Yeah, you're right. The lower battle rate really does make
Jason's a
battles.
Californian.
That's right.
Doesn't he
Jason, too.
born in
I
Okinawa?
forget that Jason.
Oh yeah,
exists.
well he's Okinawan too, but I guess he was born here, right?
Oh. He's not a real citizen.
And yeah, if you are at all familiar with anything PopoloCrois, this next scene should be pretty familiar to you as well.
I thought, like, no battles.
Yep, that's low encounter rate, baby. I love it. I'm definitely like random battles do bother me. It's like a trope of old games that I understand why they did it here because it's, you know, it's a very old school game, but random battle encounter rate, as long as it's low, it's like great.
Gami Gami is Solid Snake.
Is he?
That's what someone's saying.
Not in English.
Not in English.
No,
But in Japanese.
it might be.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Big
It's
boss.
It's not the Gami Gami voice actor I'm most familiar with, which is a guy named Furuta Arata,
Huh.
who did the Gami Gami voice in the 1998 anime. I'm not as familiar with this voice for Gami Gami, but yeah, this should look very familiar to PopoloCrois fans.
Me at parties.
And if you read the description, again, with the monster descriptions, if you read the description, you'll notice that, like, this devil has, like, a fork with, like, chicken on it or something as its weapon. It's because, like, you interrupted Gilda while she was eating. And so she, like, summoned the demon based around, like, what she was eating.
Aww.
Hellfire. Does hell exist in the cosmology of PopoloCrois?
Yes, actually.
Ah.
You get to go there in the PS1 game.
What?
Yeah.
PopoloCrois, go to hell.
And, yeah, no, PopoloCrois mythology has some really dark elements in it. Like, one of the things that's revealed is that the stars in the night sky are all, like, personal hells for evil people.
Wow, Pietro just got...
Oh, wow. Do you have anything to revive him?
Whoa.
I guess not. Wow. You're gonna have to try to beat battle with Gomer entirely. Good luck with that.
My RPG power.
Wow, yeah, this is going to be kind of hopeless, I think.
I'll fight to the bitter end.
Well, it's not going to take much longer.
That's true.
Try using his skill. He's got a skill, I think. Yeah, wide swing. Oh, he's got a healing skill too.
Heel drive.
Yeah, Gomer kind of sucks. Try his wide swing. Maybe it'll do more damage.
Wide swing.
A little bit.
Not really that much.
Oh,
Well,
that's king difficulty for you. I do know that the increased difficulty, in addition to just making enemies hit harder, also makes them use their special abilities more often. So, like, if you play this on Seedling difficulty, you'll probably never even see the Hellfire ability when fighting this guy. And if you do it on Prince difficulty, maybe you'll get it once, as opposed to getting it like
here's
a
my
million
wipe.
times. Yep.
Rest in peace. Rip Gomer.
Normally, you're able to continue. Like, if you die to a regular enemy and like your party wipes, you can actually restart the battle usually, but not on boss battles. Boss battles are the exception. So whenever you see one of those little healing circles on the ground, heal up and do a quick save, I think, is what I would recommend.
Are there other games you can compare the difficulty levels to?
Difficulty level-wise, this game isn't that hard, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not that King difficulty is, like, super ball-bustingly hard. It's just that I wasn't paying attention to my HP.
Yeah.
Like a dumbass.
But no, it's I can't really compare it to like any other games, I don't think. Yeah, it's not hard. That's why I would recommend King difficulty and low encounter rate. The only times you'll have any real trouble if you play, like as long as you watch your HP and everything, you'll have trouble with like the second to last major boss and the final boss. But everything else you'll be fine with, most likely.
Oh yeah, the ones that made you turn it down to Seedling.
Yeah, I had to turn down to Seedling for the final boss because I was literally being just wiped out before I even got a turn. It was pretty bad. And this is why there's alcohol reference in the ESRB.
Ah.
Well, there's also a drunken character you talk to later, who is introduced with the name tag Booze Breath.
Get that spicy E10 plus.
That's right.
E10 plus, this ain't no kids game.
Oh, and I guess Lily's over here too, the bug girl, so
Oh.
you can talk with her.
So Galaris is the capital of Galleryland, right?
Correct.
But it's been totally mechanized.
Yes. There's a lot of story behind that.
PB.
Yeah, I was considering it's in the Japanese she says Pi-chan, so we went with Pia Pia.
P-chan.
Is there any, so like, on higher difficulty, do you get any like additional XP or anything like that?
I believe you do, actually. I know that we were sent like a chart. I believe you get a little bit more HP or a little bit more XP per battle, and you also have a higher drop rate for items.
Yeah, so it
from
kind of
enemies.
balances out. If you're playing fewer battles, you're going to have a better chance to get more from
Yeah.
each battle.
So it does balance itself nicely. Like, I honestly think King difficulty, it's not hard, but it is a comfortable difficulty. It doesn't like...
It's kind of like in the way that Rhapsody, a musical adventure on PS1, like it was easy enough that the hardest difficulty was like felt like normal difficulty.
Yeah, actually, Rhapsody is a good comparison if anybody even knows Rhapsody.
Of course they do.
It's a great game, and
It is a great game.
honestly, I would say that this game compares to Rhapsody in a lot of ways, like in terms of feel as well, because Rhapsody also had a bit of that storybook feel to it,
Yeah.
and a bit of dark
Unfortunately-
elements too.
Unfortunately, PopoloCrois doesn't have fully voiced English musical numbers.
That it does not. However, the 1998 anime does have musical numbers.
My gosh.
They were a lot of fun to subtitle and do timing for.
There are 3 levels of each. of both encounter rate and difficulty.
Correct. Yes, Seedling, Prince, and King are the difficulties, and low, medium, and high are the encounter rate. And as I mentioned before, you can actually adjust those throughout the game, like whenever you want. You can boost them up or down at any time. So definitely no need to like worry, like, oh, I made it. I started in easy. I'll never be able to play in hard. It's not that kind of game.
Yeah, you can scale it how you like. It's pretty nice that way. Each town has its own flavor in true RPG style.
Yep. Now, Cordan is my favorite, actually. In fact, go back into Cordan. I'll take you somewhere cool. It's kind of useless, although it is used for a few quests. But I just love the little detail. If you go into the mayor's house, which I believe is, go down the alley here. Go back into the main town. And go into like the first house up here that you see. Yeah, this one. Just keep following this house. This is like an enormous house, and it leads somewhere kind of surprising. Yeah, you want to go up. Yeah.
Will the real estate market even bear a house of this size?
And it's like, oh, hey, look, you're above the town.
Oh.
On like this weird place that looks very shady, like you're going to die
This
if you go
rickety
up
ass
here.
scaffolding.
Yeah.
It's like, oops.
But it's kind of neat, and there's like treasure up here, and there are like some quests that take you up here, and it's like, oh, it's actually kind of cool to just see like the backside of the city. Like
Tom
it's...
was here. Empty treasure
Yeah.
chests everywhere.
There's also like a bunch of cats up here, I think.
So it's the internet.
Yes. But no, I like the little details like that. Like, I like that each town does have its own personality.
One of you, Mr. Tiddles.
And I think it's one of the crazy cat ladies'
Oh,
cats
yeah.
in PopoloCrois. Poporogue, the crazy cat lady, and then like the family that lives next to her are in Poporogue as well. And during the intro to Poporogue, it just has Pietro going around greeting all the villagers. And he like walks by the crazy cat lady's house, and like 4 cats come out and like spin around him and then run off. And then he walks by the next house, and just a little kid pops out, like laughs in his face, and then goes back in. So you go, okay, good. But yeah, I love also the fact that since PopoloCrois is a constant place, like you kind of get to see the villagers grow from game to game, and like a lot of them are in the anime as well, and you know, a lot of them are even showing up in like the manga and stuff.
I like how the game alludes to how Pietro and friends fought Gami Gami, and like that's an actual adventure you can play
Yep.
if you have PS1.
Is there a sound test feature where you can just like listen to music?
Unfortunately, no. I would have liked that too. That would be cool, but no such luck.
Alas.
Yeah. The music in this game is pretty good, actually. I like it a lot. I wish there were a few more tracks than there are, but what's there is always really good and very Popolo. Like, this battle theme is very Popolo. It's very odd, but it's very Popolo. And you can definitely tell that it's like the composer.
My turn.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty good stuff, and as Kelly's noted a couple times, we'll be announcing the release date as soon as we can, really.
Yeah.
So hopefully pretty soon. And the website will probably go up around the same time we announce the release date. The website, Ken made the mistake of like putting me in charge of like setting up the website. So I wrote up an 11-page single-spaced document like outlining what I wanted to see on the website. I think our web designer was like cursing my name, but like she went absolutely above and beyond the Call of Duty. Like, it looks so good.
Yeah.
It's such a nice
Oh, yeah.
website. So I think you guys are going to be really impressed. I think you're going to enjoy navigating it, seeing all the cool little stuff that's in it.
Oh, like $2,000 for beating up some birds. Yeah.
The blazing ruin.
I was not
Where
thinking
I
of any
live.
such thing
Let's
when I...
let's go to the blazing room. Where is it, Tom?
You can't get in just yet. You actually have to clear out enemies from the 5 fields.
Oh, okay.
That's
Here
the name of my
first.
house.
In fact, if you tap the hint icon on the bottom screen, you'll be able to see what your current goal is.
Purify the 5 corrupted fields in the Galaris region.
Yep. So you gotta just find them and
That's vague.
hop on in, purify
I
'em.
want to be as close to blazing as possible.
You are heading in that direction.
Ghost butterfly.
My favorite of the names for the bugs is the Maleficentipede.
Oh yeah.
I was pretty proud of that.
Yeah, one of those.
But I also do like Reticent G, the OG of cockroaches.
Wait, can he hit 2? Oh no, you have to choose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to use a healing skill. Because I love healing. Healing is fun. That's so much more healing than you need.
Yeah. And yet you have an even better healing spell available too, which is like the double tech with
Oh yeah.
her and Pietro.
Narsha
Wild.
off the chain.
Yeah, Narsha is an absolute
Oh,
powerhouse.
he hit me with a line attack.
Yes,
My
he
tactics were weak.
Would you rather meet Atsuko Fukushima or Tamori Yosuke?
did. Tamori-yosuke.
Didn't you stalk his Japanese GeoCities?
No, he's got a webpage. I think it's tomotomo.com, and it's the most amazing blog. It's adorable. It's just this really cute blog where he has like movie reviews and just talks about like, I went to the park today. There were such beautiful flowers there.
You get the sense
Like,
from
yeah.
him that life has not trod him under.
Yeah. No, he's definitely like he seems like such a cool guy.
Free heals, guys.
No, you are now entering the
Oh,
blazing
I
ruin,
did get
except
to
you
the
can't get in
blazing
yet.
room. Yeah.
Oh, there's one of the fields you can purify though.
Hmm.
And in fact, I believe those plants that you can see there are puckered tulips,
No.
plants that all women hate apparently.
I like how it's puckered 2 lips.
Well, the Japanese was puchud.
Chew.
Yeah.
777G.
There was a weird bug in an early build of this where like every treasure chest you opened gave you like 23 million gold. It was amazing. I don't know even how that happened, but it's kind of incredible.
Pietro was chasing a criminal through his radish field, and all I could shout out was, "Die, Con!"
I'm very upset.
Well done.
But I also like that there's obstacles on the battlefield sometimes.
Yeah, they can definitely get in your way too.
Oh,
Saber Demon, that's my name.
whoa!
Holy crap.
King difficulty.
He laid waste to me. He smote my ruin upon the mountain.
Yeah, I would use skills more than you're using them.
Darkness took
Because
me.
every time you level up, your MP gets healed.
Oh,
So
that's
you might as well just skill like mad.
That's quite helpful.
Yeah,
I think we can do something.
Oh yeah.
good old fire break.
You did have 3 stars. It's hard not to.
Yeah.
It's like Grandia with the stars.
Wow, they're... Oh, I guess because it's the Blazing Ruin, so they're probably strong against fire. Multi-Knuckle or Saint Break we've already seen. Firebird is cool, but it's fire, so probably wouldn't be good. It's cool looking though.
I can't even hit Saber Demon.
If you move, you'll be able to.
I can't move him.
Oh, really? Is he stuck?
No, he's just can't get past everyone.
No, I mean if you move him back and then up.
Oh. Can
You'll
you
be able
move
to
and
do
then also do a skill?
Yes. You do the skill. No, choose the skill and then move before you move around. You can actually like.
Ah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
You totally could have gotten both of them
Yeah.
though with that.
Oh yeah.
Rip.
I was thinking one-dimensionally,
My turn.
or rather two-dimensionally.
Ooh, nice.
Critical hit from the young lad.
Yep. The young lad with a weak constitution.
Where do
It's like,
these dungeons go once you cure the plants?
I don't.
You can still jump
care
back
at
into them
all.
if you want. You can go through them again, and the boss will be replaced by just a random mook, just like some random little enemy that takes like 2 hits to kill,
The randos are.
and will like drop some seeds for you or something. Not really any point in going back to a dungeon unless you miss treasure or something, though. And yeah, there are other dungeons than just these fields as well. There are the ruins, there's castles, there are caves, things like that. The fields just happen to be what we can show you without like spoiling things.
They look too watery. I don't want to use Aqua Break on them.
Go back to skill. Ice Spring will. The Ice Spring is like ridiculous.
Let's do this.
Oh yeah. I've seen this.
Yep, they
Rest
did
in
it.
peace.
It's like
We did it, brother.
King difficulty. They still
Yeah.
first shot at it.
But yeah, I mean, that's Popolo in a nutshell for you.
Why is this dungeon so large?
It's a late game dungeon.
Nah,
Late game dungeons are much bigger.
that's true.
I admittedly don't much care for the dungeons in this part of the game, actually. I much prefer the dungeons in the other parts.
Aqua break.
But yeah, I guess it is getting about time to wrap, right?
Yes. On your. I will.
I hope
go
I
on
haven't
Your word.
bored anybody or anything.
We have a dedicated group in here.
Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you guys all for coming and for checking this out. I hope you enjoy the game when it comes out, although I'm pretty confident you will because it's adorable.
Because
Yeah.
it's Popolo.
Because
I'm
it's
confident you
Popolo.
will because I've worked on it.
Yes.
Oh yeah! Hit them both. Give them the heat.
Hitomakuru!
That did the trick. But yeah, you have any final thoughts?
As the main localizer of Story of Seasons, I am proud to see the legacy continue on in an RPG, one of my favorite genres.
Yep, which, yeah, also reminds me, if you're a fan of like the Rune Factory games and stuff, the other people have been like, no, it's really not like a Rune Factory game, and it isn't. It's not like a Rune Factory game, but I think it has the same kind of appeal. I think it will appeal to the same audience that enjoys the Rune Factory games.
You know what else has appeal? Potatoes.
Yes,
Oh my god.
yes, indeed.
Also, MP83 wants you to wave. Okay.
That's my boy Mika. He's helped us out a bunch of
Oh,
times.
cool.
Yeah. I'm glad you were able to come out as well.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So, any final thoughts from you, Kelly?
Popolo is super cute, and you should buy it because it's super cute, and I want to do more super cute Popolo.
Yes.
Cross Judgment sounds awesome.
Cross Judgment is also a very powerful one. They love that explosion effect.
Might as well use it for all you got.
Yep.
Whoa,
Whoa.
what a
Yeah,
beast.
Nino and Narsha are like the most powerful characters. They're great.
Can you believe this value for only 18 MP?
This value.
When you're trekking through a dungeon, you gotta budget that MP. Nino has like 1 MP. Come on and get a level.
No.
Yeah, I guess that'll do it. Keep defending justice in the name of PopoloCrois.
Thank you for watching.
Yes.
Thank you. I'll see you next time.
And stay tuned for release date
That's
announcement in the near future.
Thanks for watching my stream.